which just some added context for the reaction from these SoCal Pro Wrestling fans to our newly crowned SoCal Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Tell you what, these introductions better come soon, or it looks like we're gonna have a riot on our hands.
Introducing first, the challenger from Guatemala City, Guatemala, weighing 260 pounds, Latino meat, Cabrera. And his opponent from Gold Country, California, weighing 254 pounds, he is your SoCal Pro Heavyweight Champion, the ass-kicking machine, Mathias!
And you can hear the response from these SoCal Pro Wrestling fans. Mathias has been champion for less than a month and already one of the most hated men in the room. And I don't think it's hard to hear what the fans want to happen as a result of this match. But I'm not going to repeat it. As the bell rings for this championship contest.
Championship contest, I'm sure Mathias is incredibly grateful to hear that, as he is now the incoming champion for the first time here at SoCal Pro.
I was worried those introductions weren't going to come before a riot. These SoCal Pro Wrestling fans were definitely letting Mathias know what they think of him.
We have not heard an opposition that loud here at SoCal Pro in quite a long time, as the ass-kicking machine asserts his dominance as our new face, like it or not, of SoCal Pro Wrestling.
And some could argue that that response was of Mathias' own doing, as you heard the words he spoke at the beginning of our show about what the fans of anyone who is behind him can do.
Now you come out here and you hear the eruption of the crowd for the first time as Mathias gets this almost a standing ovation as he comes into the building. These fans who are absolutely wanting to give him a chance, giving him his flowers, acknowledging the fact that he has worked very hard to get to where he is, and for him to come out and literally turn on the fans. We talked about the fan favorites of Dos Caliente, how they draw all of this excitement from the crowd and how it helps them. Mathias literally took that excitement, that opportunity, and threw it in the garbage, showing everybody that he needs nobody but himself, as Mathias is truly representation of what it means to be a self-made ass-kicking machine.
And you can talk about competitors like Dos Caliente or Tortuga who draw that energy from the crowd. And I think all Mathias draws is anger. The primary motion of an ass-kicking machine.
Let's take nothing away, though, from his opponent is Che Cabrera, even though has not been a regular part of SoCal Pro, has been here from time to time, and everywhere that he goes to, he absolutely dominates.
Well, he's a little busy being between CMLL, New Japan, Ring of Honor. I think we can forgive him. I think we can forgive him.
He's definitely earned his right in this championship match. How amazing would it be if he took that title home? And how upset would Mathias be if he came in only having been the champion for just several short hours here tonight? Only a count of two is Che Cabrera sizing up Mathias. Again, we're talking about wealth of experience. Che Cabrera has also been in this business for well over 20 years. He knows for sure he's not going to be able to take down Mathias and keep him down with a 2 count. But this man is literally just sizing him up to see where he's at. And the ever so methodical and quick-thinking Mathias goes to the big belly to back as Che Cabrera nearly falls all the way down to his neck. Into the cover here is Mathias. 1, 2, only a count of 2. Again, the ass-kicking machine sizing up Che Cabrera. This is an even contest this far.
Absolutely an even contest, and Che Cabrera does have that 20 years plus experience, but I wonder if he's ever faced an opponent as powerful and as strong as Mathias, who was, let's remember, an actual power lifter before being a professional wrestler.
Mathias is not shy to tell you about all of his accolades in the gym. Obviously, Che Cabrera has seen his fair share of late nights in the weight room. Both of these men incredibly powerful, incredibly strong, absolutely resilient. Now it's going to be a battle of wills as Mathias is now on top. 1, 2. But again, is going to need a little bit more than that to take down the ever so elusive Che Cabrera. Picking up Cabrera now by his hair as Mathias goes in with a big European uppercut. Back into the corner, punishing Che Cabrera for even thinking about this title match. His big right hooks swipe against that iron-like jaw. Shot into the buckles, in he goes, followed up by a clothesline as Mathias is once again taunting this audience. Again, taking all of this positivity that the audience brings at SoCal Pro and shoving it right down their face. Che Cabrera now coming back with a series of elbows, hitting the rope, followed down by a clothesline. Down goes Che Cabrera, into the cover goes Mathias. 1, 2, only a count of 2 as Mathias still trying to take the upper hand here in this contest.
I've been in the ring with Mathias. I've been on the other end of those clotheslines, and I can tell you, it is like running into a brick wall. It is definitely the experience of a lifetime that I would not recommend anyone have.
They do not call him the ass-kicking machine for no reason, as Mathias has definitely earned his reputation here. Count of 2. And you could tell every single time he covers, just look at the face, the determination, the will, the strength in Mathias. Like him or hate him, this young man has a tremendous amount of prowess. He is a tremendous contender. He's going to be a very difficult person to beat, and he absolutely knows that. Going into the buckle, catching the elbow, now catching the foot, as Che Cabrera goes up to the top. Big missile drop kick, down goes the big man. You gotta figure, between the two of them, that's well over 500 plus pounds in that ring.
That is a lot of Latino meat coming from the sky.
As both men struggling to make it up to their feet. As we take another look here, that big missile drop kick, down goes Mathias.
Now, I've never seen a man go from screen to screen before, but that was really impressive of Che Cabrera, as Mathias is thrown from turnbuckle to turnbuckle.
Mathias with the up and over, waiting for Che Cabrera to come out, but Che Cabrera outsmarting him. Power slam there, down goes Mathias, in only to the count of 2.
It's like Che knows what Mathias is gonna do before he does it. That's that experience, that's that 20 years that you mentioned before. He's seen almost anything that any opponent could throw at him.
Mathias now with the short arm clothesline. Looking to gain a little bit of momentum here. Going in for that twisting.
Big twisting neck breaker.
Mathias now going from methodic to straight out surprise. He is not covering and not getting these pinfalls.
And it looks like he's been busted open over his right eye.
Mathias has been challenged already the first night. Welcome to being a champion. You are no longer the hunter. You are the hunted. You have become the prey, and you better be ready for every obstacle that comes in your way. And there is definitely no obstacle quite like Che Cabrera, as down he goes. This could be it. On the count of 2, almost to a count of 3.
We almost had a brand new champion.
The audience very, very surprised by that one, as were we. We very could have reasonably seen a brand new champion. To take nothing away from Mathias, but if anybody was going to challenge Mathias to take that belt away, this is a heck of a first opening match and a test of wills for our newly crowned SoCal Pro Heavyweight Champion.
What an inauguration. And like you mentioned, if anyone's going to challenge Mathias and take that belt from him, it's going to be Cabrera, who is, let's not mince word, jacked to the gills.
Jacked to the gills, but that does little to nothing with a huge spine buster, and perhaps here Mathias looking to bring it home. Cabrera sneaking out of that big shoulder tackle. Down goes the big man. Cabrera now getting a little bit of his just due as he sizes up Mathias, looking to put Mathias away. Big up and vertical. Oh my goodness, is the legs of Mathias caught the top rope there.
Just dumping him behind. It's a bit unorthodox, but definitely effective.
Looking for the belly to back, switch it around, reversal, another belly to back, perhaps by Cabrera. Mathias now grabbing the referee. You can't do that. Oh my goodness, did you just see what I saw?
I absolutely did, but you know who didn't see that? Our referee.
Not like this, and there you go. Again now, Mathias, who could do all this on his own, but choosing not to, and of course it's over.
Here is your